Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan. Tujuan pembelajaran kali ini adalah untuk mengetahui implementasi manajemen kelas dalam pendidikan inklusi, mengetahui penerapan prinsip dan pengelolaan manajemen kelas dalam pendidikan inklusi, dan menganalisis pendekatan apa yang ideal digunakan dalam manajemen kelas pada pendidikan inklusi. Sebelum kita melangkah lebih jauh, kita pahami dahulu apa definisi dari manajemen itu sendiri. Menurut Haji Malayu SP Hasibuan pada tahun 2004, definisi manajemen adalah ilmu dan seni yang mengatur proses pemanfaatan sumber daya manusia dan sumber-sumber lainnya secara efektif dan efisien untuk mencapai suatu tujuan tertentu. Sedangkan definisi kelas menurut Saiful Bahri dan Jamarah pada tahun 2002 adalah suatu kelompok orang yang melakukan kegiatan belajar yang mendapatkan pembelajaran dari guru. Pendidikan inklusif sendiri adalah sebuah sistem layanan pendidikan untuk memberikan dan mengakomodasikan semua anak tanpa memandang kondisi fisik, baik dari segi fisik intelektual, sosial, emosional, atau kondisi lainnya agar potensi mereka dapat berkembang secara optimal. The Salamanca Statement and Framework for Action and Special Need Education pada tahun 1994 menyatakan bahwa sekolah harus mengakomodasi semua anak tanpa menghiraukan kondisi fisik, intelektual, sosial, emosional, linguistik, atau kondisi lain mereka. Sehingga dapat dikatakan bahwa manajemen kelas dalam pendidikan inklusi adalah ilmu yang mengatur proses pemanfaatan sumber daya manusia pada suatu kelompok untuk melakukan kegiatan belajar bersama yang merupakan usaha dari pihak guru dalam menata kehidupan kelas dengan mengakomodasi semua anak tanpa menghiraukan kondisi fisik, intelektual, sosial, emosional, dan linguistik atau kondisi lain mereka. Lalu, bagaimana bentuk implementasinya? Untuk dapat memahami itu, maka kita dapat menggunakan kajian melalui sebuah film dokumenter pendek Amerika pada tahun 1992. Film ini disutradarai oleh Geraldine Wadsworth yang bercerita tentang siswa berkebutuhan khusus Down syndrome bernama Peter Guadauskas. Peter ditempatkan dalam kelas standar pada tingkat kelas 3 di Blacksburg, Virginia. Film ini memenangkan Oscar di Academy Award ke-65 pada tahun 1993 untuk dokumentaris short subject. Mari kita mulai. Pada era 90-an di Amerika belum terdapat undang-undang yang mengatur bagaimana pendidikan inklusi itu dapat dilaksanakan. Siswa berkebutuhan khusus biasanya mendapatkan pelayanan pendidikan bersama siswa yang memiliki kondisi serupa. Oleh karena itu, disusunlah sebuah 3 sasaran pokok manajemen kelas dalam pendidikan inklusi, yaitu perencanaan kurikulum, pengorganisasian, dan pengaturan lingkungan belajar. Educating Peter menjadi sebuah bentuk eksperimen baru untuk mewujudkan hal tersebut pada tahun itu.
For some people, this law represents an advance in education. Others believe this controversial law will slow the progress of the rest of the students. This is not the story of either side. This is Peter's story.
Pada minggu pertama Peter bersekolah, guru Peter dan siswa lainnya mengungkapkan keprihatinan dan menghadapi tantangan terus-menerus dari kehadirannya.
But I could see that this was going to be a constant challenge.
It's different, and I was really scared kind of him because he was really making these loud noises. Do you want to show you? No. You want to show your work? Yeah. Show your work. Hold it up. Why do we have him in our class? And he's probably not going to learn anything.
Where'd you get your picture? Yeah. All right, you had a picture of President Bush. So I like where you didn't say because we could be doing an advertisement for another president. All right. Peter, no. Wait, listen, stop. Whoa. At the count of 3, I want you to hand that to Andy. 1, 2, 3. Would you hand it to Andy, please? Peter, do it for Mrs. Stallings. Thank you. Okay. And that they're really going to need me. And that's scary.
Pada minggu ketiga sekolah, perilaku Peter yang tidak terduga karena Down syndrome menyebabkan banyak masalah.
Why is cold blue? Stuart?
Peter, no. Try your best and have a good day. Whoa, no. Peter, can you let go of him? Peter, not ever again. Peter, I didn't like it. Or am I imprint? No, Peter, you don't do it. Not good. Okay, what do you do? Peter! No.
Everybody listen up. We've got 5 stations today, girls. Listen. 5 stations today.
It's going to work better. And that's when we started some peer planning.
Alex, what do you think if you tackled Peter back? What do you
Guru
think would
meminta kelas untuk membantunya memecahkan masalah dalam sesi perencanaan teman sebaya.
happen? So it wouldn't be.
A little different. I think Peter just tackles people just to get attention.
Or get a reaction out of people. We're going to work on trying to decrease the physical stuff by maybe not giving him as much attention when he does it, but giving him attention for things that he's supposed to be doing right. Like if he's supposed to be shooting the basketball and he does it, great. It doesn't matter if he gets it in or not. It just matters if he's doing what he's supposed to be doing.
Whenever he usually gets real restless is when we're waiting.
Okay.
Like in we're all so restless. Very impatient. We have to.
By the second month, Peter was having fewer out.
Siswa lain bertanggung jawab membantu Peter mengendalikan ledakannya karena Down syndrome.
There's times when I really have to hold myself back, not to jump into a situation that basically they're about ready to take charge of. At the count of 3. Come on, Peter. 1, 2. Are we going to have to talk during recess, Peter?
I'm sleepy.
You're sleepy? Well, I'm sorry you're sleepy, but we need to talk just a moment. At the count of 3, I need you in your desk. 1, 2, 3. Then we'll talk about this afternoon during recess. Is that what you would rather do? Okay. Yes, Travis. All right, now listen. When their group was working over there, you went over there and you bothered them, didn't you?
Sorry.
I know you're sorry. Can you tell me why you did that, Peter? Peter, look at Mrs. Stallings. Why did you bother those boys and girls who were working so hard?
No, it does seem right.
You wanted them to put their things away?
Yes.
Why did you bother? Well, that you bothered. You know what you need to say to them?
Sorry.
You need to talk to them, not me. Okay? Okay, I think Peter and Andy need to talk just a moment. Andy?
Can we use the light out there?
Andy, Peter wants to talk to you. Hey, you two talk. I'll be right back.
Sorry. Okay. Where's that? Sorry. It's okay. Cool.
me show you the journal I want you to do this morning. I bet Jill would mind to help you if needed. Let's look. Good.
Guru Peter mendorongnya untuk mencapai tujuan baru pada bulan keempat sekolah. Dia menyadari bahwa meskipun dia memiliki Down syndrome, dia sangat mampu.
I'm stupid.
No, you're not. Just get to work. You're doing fine. What do you think about environmental issues?
Miss
Are they
Dice.
important?
Miss
Do
Dice.
more people need to...
It's like yummy kind of.
It's interesting how the girls have kind of taken on the mother role with Peter. Needless to say, this wasn't something I introduced to them, but if we go to the cafeteria, just naturally, they were the ones that started sitting by Peter.
And he really understood what we were doing and what he was supposed to do. And he just sat down and just started working.
Peter mulai membaca, menempel, berlari, dan menangkap pada bulan ke-7 di sekolah. Ledakannya hanya terjadi ketika dia harus pulang dan meninggalkan teman-temannya.
Good job, Peter. You need to go straight. Totally straight. One, two, three, four, go!
He changed because we changed. He changed because we changed our minds about him. He changed because we helped him. You think that you're teaching
Peter telah berubah karena kita berubah, salah satu teman sekelasnya menjelaskan. Memiliki anak Down syndrome di kelas telah mengajari kami cara berpikir dan bereaksi terhadap masalah, klaim, dan yang lainnya.
more how to think and how to react to other problems.
Welcome to the last day of school.
Writing, but this year they have learned to accept another child who's not exactly like them, who has a disability and is not going to have a future like they're going to have, but that they want him in their classroom, they want to include him in everything, and they want him to be a part of their lives and of what's going on every day in here.
Dengan memiliki Peter di kelas mereka tahun ini, siswa telah mengembangkan penerimaan yang tulus bagi mereka yang cacat. Guru Peter pun percaya akan hal itu.
And he's been a really joy for a friend.
It doesn't really matter who your friends are. I mean, Peter's one of my best friends now. And some of normal people in my class aren't my friends, but Peter's one of my best.
The last day of school is always emotional, but it was particularly hard for Peter to say goodbye to his friends. What? We're not going outside, we're staying in.
Orang tuanya memperhatikan betapa bahagianya dia di rumah saat ini, di mana dia terus-menerus tersenyum dan
The
bersenandung.
next award we will give is called the Teacher's Special Award. This award goes to students who teachers feel have had an exceptionally good year this year in 3rd grade. Those receiving this award are Michelle Wu, Peter Gwazdowskis, Amy Hicks.
I even get sad when I think about Peter not being in my classroom next year.
Peter, congratulations, Amy.
Perbedaan merupakan anugerah Tuhan Yang Maha Esa. Sudah sepantasnya kita saling menghargainya dan membantu untuk mewujudkan masa depan bersama. Demikian pembelajaran kita kali ini. Semoga bermanfaat. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.